Basically, why we're here today, folks, is we came here July 1st, and we had a peaceful rally. Just a peaceful assembly, a bunch of folks getting out here saying, it's not okay to arrest patients. It's not okay to arrest caregivers. You shouldn't even be looking at us. We are here today because the first business day after that rally, they went to John Roberts' house and raided him again. We came here and we protested him raiding him the first time, and they raided him again. They not only did that, it's kind of humorous, they arrested his girlfriend the day of the first rally. That really bothered us. It was a $28 tax lien. We had federal agents arrest the citizen illegally and put her in jail when we came here for the first rally. Poor people. We're poor people. We raised $500 and got her out of jail. $500. That's what it cost for us to get out of jail. And then 3 days later, they raid John's house. It's got to stop. We're not criminals. We're patients. We're caregivers. We're people taking care of people. And it gets worse. There's a lady, county next door, had 7 kids taken away from her. 7 kids. The judge refused to have a state-issued form signed by a medical doctor admitted into evidence. They took her kids away from her. They charged her with a crime. Ed, they not only took his property, they took his money. This guy's sitting around, he's driving a Mustang, a $35,000 car, and he's laying off deputies. He just gave his lieutenant a Cadillac while his deputies are getting laid off. CNBC asked me yesterday, how would you characterize this? I told him, he's a thief. That's all he is, plain and simple, he's a criminal. Child abuser. There's nothing else to be said. If you take something from one person and you use it for your own benefit, you don't pay for it, you're a thief. And that's why we're here today, folks. The problem that I have with all this is even simpler. There is a Constitution in the United States. And the very first part of it guarantees the people the right to peacefully assemble and redress their grievances against the government. It basically says that when we get in a group like this, they're not supposed to come kicking our doors because we did it. They're supposed to listen to us. That's all. It's not an act of aggression on our part. It's us speaking to our government, and that's the way the forefathers saw it. The founding fathers saw it. They didn't see it as an act of aggression by the people. They simply saw it as the people speaking to them. So we just run into all sorts of problems. Let me read this to you. It's really simple. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right to the people to peacefully assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. That's just the First Amendment. Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, Thomas Paine, those were the men that wrote the Constitution of the United States. Not some sheriff at Saginaw doesn't understand that there's a First Amendment to the Constitution, that you shouldn't terrorize patients and caregivers. Our law, in black and white, says there shall be a presumption of innocence. You know how big of a hurdle that is in legal terms, folks? When you presume someone to be innocent, when you take out your card, you pull out your billfold. I get mine out of my back pocket. Good luck with that. Yeah. But you pull out your card, you show them your card. Right then, everything stops, even if they have a search warrant in their hand with your name on it. Because what it says is, you are presumed to be innocent. Everything should stop right at that point. But these guys are coming in, a lot of times they're talking their way into somebody's house. And they're saying, well, now let me see your plants and stuff's in here. And then, even though you're under your plant count, they destroy your plants, they destroy your lights, they take your TV, they take your car, and they take your money.
My house.
Hey Joe, one of these what you were looking for.
There you go, brother. There it is. That's the presumption of innocence right there. That's what it means, folks. When you show that card. Law enforcement's supposed to stop, but they're not in this county, they're not obeying the laws of the state.
They're not supposed to take your cards either.
When a mother of 7, And I've got it on tape. If you go to our website right now, you can watch it. We've got it uploaded to YouTube. Child Protective Services said this is a good mother. Child Protective Services said, we don't know why the judge did this. That judge refused to admit our law into that courtroom. That's why we have to be here today. It's not simply because of medical marijuana we're advocates. It's because we believe in the Constitution of the United States of America. Millions have died defending that piece of paper. Millions of people have died defending that simple piece of paper that gives each and every one of us the right to assemble here today without fear of retribution. So every time they say, what are you going to do? You're going to make more signs and you're going to come protest again? Well, our answer is hell yes, we're going to protest again. We're going to come every time. If they arrest a patient, they arrest a caregiver, they're going to hear from us.
Yeah. Even if we've got to come all the way across state, Joe.
Yeah, there you go, brother. Thank you. We got people from all over the state today. We're going to defend our law. We're going to defend the Constitution. The time is now, folks. Not one more step back. Not one step back. We're going to draw the line in the sand. It's time for law enforcement to understand that we're sick people. We're not criminals. And we're not going to let them abuse sick people. We're not going to do it. When I was a kid, folks, and this is no lie, when I was a kid, when somebody got sick, really sick, and we knew they were getting near the end of their time and things like that, you treated them with a certain amount of respect. Their friends came by, they saw them. I was born in Alabama. Even if they had some of that Alabama special white whiskey that was made at home, even if the law came by the house, they didn't do anything. They knew this person was sick. This person was beyond the cares of this earth. These guys are kicking in their doors, folks. People with cancer. People with all sorts of injuries and diseases. The sickest people in the state, they're living in fear. I had people say, can I put a bag over my head today if I come? Because I'm afraid the DEA is going to be watching. I'm afraid the government's going to be watching me. What kind of country do we live in where we have to be afraid of our own government?
One that we need to start standing up and doing what?
That's right. They are afraid of us now, folks. They're afraid of us because we're making a statement here today. Because we've peacefully assembled a second time after they said, what are you going to do, make signs? Well, we come back for a second time, and if we have to, we'll come back for a third. And I'm so proud that everybody came today. This is a statement to the government. This will stop the tyranny. That's what we have to do, folks. We have to vote them out of office. We have to, if we can't vote them out, we need to run them out.
Yes.
Son, if you're from Saginaw County today, we got petitions out there. Sign those petitions. Get this man out of office. He's a criminal. He's a tyrant. He doesn't believe in the Constitution. He has served 166 warrants. He has made the statement, I don't need to charge somebody. When I serve these warrants, I take their stuff. And he doesn't charge them, he just steals their stuff. That's got to stop. Peanut butter, where are you, brother? I'm running out of voice here. Come up here. Take over for peanut butter.